Hey YouTube, it's Mike and Kathleen. We are with, what is it called, honey?
Oh, Old World Cider.
Old World Cider is our channel, and here we taste ciders that remind us of the classic taste that cider had throughout its long history in the old world. We've been looking for this classic taste all across the cider market as cider gets bigger and bigger across the United States and more people buy it. And we're trying to find it and trying to identify the brands that have captured the traditional cider taste. We are not looking for, the Jolly Rancher ciders that are all out there. We want the real thing. So here you go. Tonight we are going to taste Samuel Smith's organic cider. So Samuel Smith's is a long-time staple in the American cider market. As it says on the label, produced from organically grown apples. It is in fact modeled on an English cider.
Oh, it's not actually, I thought it was actually English. It's not?
It's a medium dry cider with brilliant straw color, light body, clean apple flavor, etc. So, no, it is actually English. I just was being loose with my language.
Okay.
It is actually
so
an English cider.
It's an English cider.
And
okay.
it is on the English model of ciders. So the English model of ciders is a specific type.
Okay.
So, and
I've never had an English cider.
Now, I'll tell you this much.
Have you?
So, I've had this one.
Okay.
It's been present in the market.
It's been around, okay.
But there's a ton of English ciders that have this specific style I've never tasted. So, this is one that has been distributed in the Americas since at least the 70s.
Oh, really? Okay.
And it's got a good presence in the American market. I've always preferred it, and I kind of loved it. But last week we had something. It was Walk the Dog.
From Swilled Dog in
West
Virginia.
Dogs. It was Walk the Dog release from Swilled Dog Cidery in West Virginia. And I was recalling the last time I had this guy, and I was like, I'm not sure if this even competes. So I can't.
But this is like an English style cider.
Yes, it's.
So what is an English style? I mean, for me, the cider I like, Old World cider, is Spanish, but I think that's different from English, I'm assuming. Well, try. You think this is pretty typical of an English cider?
I don't know. This is a cider from England. It's organic, produced.
Well, it smells good. It smells yeasty.
It's quite light.
It's quite bubbly, quite carbonated.
And it's solid. It's a little juicy.
Yeah. Juicy is a good word. Like, it tastes a
It
lot.
has nowhere near the dryness
No.
that Walk the Dog had. Absolutely none. And
Kind of like apple juice.
it's like a dry apple.
A dry apple
So,
juice, yeah.
If you want to start with cider, this would be a great one to start with, because it's, chances are the early cider consumer wants to taste something that's sweet and tastes like apples. And that's this. Now this is what probably a lot of people would not consider sweet. Now to me, it is.
Yeah,
I
to me
love
too.
dry champagne-like dry stuff.
This would be like
I love
a
that.
sweet champagne.
But
I
this
think.
is kind of like a sweet champagne.
Yeah.
So, not anything like a Moscato or anything like that, but
No. But yeah, definitely a sweet champagne.
definitely.
A sweet appley champagne.
I know a ton of people out there don't drink this and say, oh, it's really dry.
It's perfectly decent.
But I'd say it's semi-dry,
yeah,
semi-sweet.
semi-dry.
Although
Although,
almost more semi-sweet.
yeah, because
Big.
the Walk the Dog,
I don't like, I think I would go much more with dry. I want salt in my cider. Like, when you have salt on an apple. You ever salt your apple? But,
I never have salt in my apples. Do you do that?
oh yeah, occasionally.
I'm gonna have to try that.
People also salt their beer. Have you ever done that?
No, that
That's
sounds
good
good
too.
too. Yeah, I didn't
But I
know
like
that.
salt and dry.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a little sweet. And what do they say? What do they?
I mean, it's still good. It's
What
still
do they
delicious
market it
apple.
as? Semi-sweet. Because the one we
They called it semi-sweet.
semi-sweet. Okay, and the Walk the Dog they called it semi-dry. So there's
Medium. They call it medium dry with brilliant straw color. Now, I gotta say, the color is amazing.
It is beautiful.
It is an amazing
It's a beautiful color.
golden color.
There's no haze to it though. It's quite
Yeah, it's
clear.
very clean.
Yeah.
It will clean the palate after spicy food, settle enough to pair with delicate flavors.
What would you eat it with, honey?
Pork chops,
Yeah.
no doubt. Pork chops. Yeah.
It would be perfect with pork
This would
chops.
be a great pork chop. So, because you know that's the thing. And when we talk about how dry it is, it actually has that character of sort of an applesauce. I mean, how dry or not dry it is, how dry it is. So it actually comes that applesauce comes through. Sometimes I think that can be hidden in a really well fermented cider. Well, here's to Samuel Smith's Organic Apple Cider, an American staple. We love it, and thank you so much. Good night.
Cheers.